Hello, CM World. Welcome to Beyond the Chat, where we sit down with some of the wittiest, smartest, most remarkable marketers we know. And that would be the guests from our CM World weekly Twitter chat. I am Monina Wagner. I am the community manager for the Content Marketing Institute. If you followed us over from Twitter, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to CMI, our mission is to advance the practice of content marketing. We do that with our daily blog, with our consulting work, with our events, Content Marketing World and Content Tech Summit. And of course, we do that with live streams like this and our weekly Twitter chat. So in marketing, our circles are really small, right? They're small, but you don't always get to know someone really well. And our guest today, I've known of her, and we finally had a chance to officially meet last year at Content Marketing World, but it was virtual. So it was a very fleeting moment. It was a very short period of time. So today I am so excited to have Susan Moeller with us. Hello, Susan.
Hi, I am so glad to get to be here. I love the crew at CMI.
Oh,
Anything I ever have done with you guys has just been great, and the people are fabulous. So thanks, Mo. I appreciate it, and I'm really happy to talk.
well, that is so sweet of you to say, because I know many people on our team, our editorial staff, our general manager, everyone, our marketing team, we just adore you too. So I'm glad
that's
you
nice. I do, 100%. Yeah, it's a great group.
Well, one of the things that I learned about you, even after we had chatted for a little bit last year, was that we both have a background in journalism, which is
Yes.
fantastic. I know that you have you've taught college courses in writing. You were the creator of BuzzSumo Academy. So it seems like this education and developing skills. It's something developing writing skills. It's something that you have a passion for. So I just wanted, can you tell us a little bit as to what brought that on?
Yeah, that is, I really think that is the main motivation in any of the jobs that I've had is I helping people understand concepts. And, maybe it's because both my parents, a couple of grandparents were all teachers. I don't know. It might just be in the genetic mix, but for sure, I really enjoy taking a complicated topic and breaking it down for people. And I enjoy the part of tying it all up into a package they can understand. Typically, for me, I'm more of a written communicator, but even in developing a course or another content asset that can help someone understand something more fully is really something I enjoy. It's, when in journalism, looking at budgets and then trying to write an article about where your money is going to go if you pay your taxes. Anyway, all of those things have that common thread. So I guess it's just a part of who I am, something I really like to do.
Well, I want to talk about the content, the communicator side, but you had mentioned, so I didn't realize you came from a family of teachers, from educators. So
Yes.
who, if you had to pick, it could be someone in your family, but who would you have to pick that is a favorite teacher of yours, someone who really made this huge impact, on your life and left an imprint on either your brain or your heart or whatever it is?
That is a wonderful question. Okay, I have a couple. I still think about them. Mrs. Kivligan, kindergarten teacher. She let us paint with pistachio pudding on big papers. And so we were like doing our letters. And I still remember, I still love pistachio pudding. I still love writing. And I still think of Mrs. Kivligan. So it must have been a good day in kindergarten. I think that another professor that I had in college, I don't even remember his name. He was my biology 101 professor, and he used to make us like act things out. So we were brain cells and we had to like do our part of the neurons connecting. It was brilliant as far as, you're in a college setting, you don't expect a lot of kinesthetic learning, but he did that. My dad's a fabulous teacher. I went to a really small school system, so I had to have him as my English teacher. Yeah. And one thing I liked about him is that he had assignments where you couldn't fail. Well, you could fail, but you had to just keep taking it again until you passed it, because he's like, some things you just have to know. And so that's stuck with me too. So those are some of my favorites. How about
Well,
you? Do
so
you oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. My favorite teacher, and I talk about him a lot, is he was my AP economics teacher in high school. I am awful at economics. I have no idea how I passed any exams, anything like that. But he was someone who not only got me through the class, which was a big deal, but he was really one of the first people who kind of introduced me to what community was and on different
Mhm,
levels. So
mhm,
he had an after school program that would take students from different backgrounds, economical, different racial backgrounds, things of that nature. And he would bring us together. It was a very open discussion,
mhm.
regular open discussion. And he really kind of made me the person that I am today. I really go back a lot. And I was lucky enough, I stayed in contact with him until, God bless him, until he passed away. But
Mm.
he drove me to my wedding. I mean,
Aw, I love
yeah,
that.
like
That's
we
so
stayed
cool.
really close. He was like a mentor, so I really
Mhm.
loved him. So,
Yeah.
well, so you are marketing partnerships manager at
Mhm.
Tailwind. So, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about Tailwind and about your role there, and maybe just talking about what we had talked about with wanting to solve problems, how what your journey was to get to where you are.
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, so Tailwind provides content creation and scheduling for Pinterest and Instagram marketers. And it's one of the leading tools in Pinterest marketing. We have a tremendous number of users who take advantage of Tailwind to create beautiful pins, and they also use it to pin their content as well as to schedule posts to Instagram. With Tailwind, you can schedule stories, you can schedule carousels, so you've got a lot of utility there, and it allows you to connect with your audience at times when you might not otherwise want to be online. You're able to get content to people when they're available on Instagram. And my role is to help grow our business by expanding our audience through marketing partnerships. So, what I look to do is find companies that our users are interested in or might be having success with, and then seeing if we can create helpful content for users of Tailwind as well as users of the other platform or other solution. And it's really, I people always say, I don't know, it comes kind of naturally to me, I guess, in a way that when I think about something, I like to think about, well, who could I do this with? Maybe I'm just an extreme extrovert. I don't like to work alone. So let's get everyone together and we'll all work on the same project.
Well, so working together on projects and
Mhm.
collaborating, and I don't know, maybe it was a problem that you also, saw that was out there, but you are the co-founder of
Mhm.
the Women in Content Marketing Facebook group. And I know there are thousands of women in there who support each other and they work together. And I just, tell us a little bit about the beginning of that and really what kind of drove you to open the group.
Yeah, it all started actually at Content Marketing World. Nadia Koja was the co-founder, and she and I forget the other woman's name. She's in Ireland, and Heidi, who was part of the chat today, a couple other people. We were having dinner. I was trying to remember the name of the place, but I can't. And just decided that it would be really great to have a place for women who worked in the content marketing industry to help each other and connect, particularly around the idea of generating speaking opportunities and helping women to get more opportunities to speak at conferences. So that was the origin of the group. And it really has grown over the years. I was letting people in today, and I think we're over 1.7 thousand women who attend the group regularly. Yeah, and actually, I want to go in and post because I just noticed Content Marketing World open their call for speakers.
They did.
Public service announcement: you have 1 month to get your speaking application in.
See, and that's why, you mean so much to us and our
Mm,
community means so much to us because not only are you an active member of our community, but you also introduce us to other communities. You are a connector. And
mm,
that's something that especially I as a community manager, like I appreciate so much.
mm. Thanks. Yeah. I do really think that the content marketing world is, and I mean the world of content marketers, in addition to content marketing world, it's just full of great people, and so many smart and talented people too. So I feel really lucky to get to work in this field and get to know so many people who also work with words in the business world the way we do.
Well, and you had said it during the chat too. These marketers were so generous, right? And we're so fortunate. There's this give and take that, really exists that you don't often see in other industries.
Mhm. It's so true. It's a real, there's really a feeling of just cooperating and sharing, and pretty much I've never felt like I couldn't ask someone in content marketing for help with an idea. It's a fabulous community.
Well, one of the reasons why we started Beyond the Chat is because there is just never enough time in the hour that we have with the Twitter chats to really get to know you.
Mm.
So we call this question 8. It's our chance to ask you one final question.
All right. I
So
think I'm ready.
they're easy, I promise, no
Okay.
curveballs. So today we were talking about the importance of Instagram within your business strategy. So my question to you is, if you had to have a hashtag
Ooh.
that would describe your life, what would that hashtag be?
Oh, wow. A hashtag that would describe my life. This is really hard. Let's see. Okay, so hashtag life's more fun with people. As I think really, I mean, I'm sure I'll think of 7 later, but but yeah, I enjoy people, and I found a lot of benefits in just being connected with people in my career, in my home, in my family, and my community. So that's
I
what I would
love
go with.
that.
It's a brilliant question.
Why, thank you very much. Well, that is all the time that we have. I'm so happy that I got to introduce you
Mhm.
to more people in our community.
Yeah,
Can you tell them where they can find you online?
100%. You can find me on Twitter at Susan C. Moeller, on LinkedIn at Susan C. Moeller, and you can find me in the Women in Content Marketing Facebook group.
And we'll make sure to put a link to that here in the show notes so you can look at that. And please, please do request for membership in the group because it's
Yeah,
really, really just a lot of great women in there.
yeah. I'll let you in. I'll go back on later, and we'll grow our numbers tonight.
Let her know we're tight. Just
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Friend of Mo.
Susan, thanks again for
Yeah.
being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a
All
great
right,
afternoon. Good to
you
talk to you.
too.